So Sonic Rumble just released, and oh boy, it's not good. We've gotta talk about this. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mono, and if you like Sonic Rumble, you might know my work on Hero Chow Amy. By the way, since this skin didn't make it into Rumble, it's now a mod for SA2 created by my friend Mars. I'll have it linked in the description for anyone interested. Anyways, before I get started, I want to be very clear. Before the global release, I was one of Sonic Rumble's biggest defenders. I found it really dumb that people were being super negative without playing the game, or knowing about all the bugs and glitches the testers were reporting, and unironically saying things like the game was never going to come out. Obviously, that was objectively wrong. The game is now out. I also was considering applying for the content creator program. We will definitely talk about that. So, I'm not coming at Sonic Rumble from a place of hate, but I am going to be critical and point out some issues, though. First up, I actually want to briefly talk about the skin contest I was part of. Congratulations to Beatty on the win. While Cat Shadow was admittedly not my favorite skin of the contest, I'd say that was probably Kitsune Tails for me. I can acknowledge Cat Shadow was a very smart design, and the votes are there to show just how many people wanted this. It costs literally nothing to be a good sport, so it really disappoints me to see how much hate the designer got, especially from people who didn't even bother to vote. Like, if you look at the Rumble Discord, a lot of the polls had maybe 1,000 votes maximum, and a lot of people were just not voting. While I have talked about the hate on Twitter, my posts don't get seen there. So I just wanted to come out and say something on my bigger platform because the community backlash and toxicity towards a singular fan artist was absolutely unacceptable and disgusting. I'm glad to see Beatty and the designer of the other finalist Sonic skin collabing. It seems like they're keeping their spirits up, which is good. But that was probably my first huge red flag with the community around Sonic Rumble. I think the way this game has been delayed multiple times has really affected the community for the worse. I understand at the point of the skin contest, a lot of people were frustrated and saw it as doing anything but releasing the game, which, I'm just gonna be honest, that is a wildly misinformed take. I can almost guarantee you that the people running the Sonic Rumble skin contest are not the game devs. Different people can work on different things. Even though I didn't win, I can say for myself my own post talking about my entry always got negative comments. So yeah, do better. It's just gross how the community treated the skin contest. Also, if anyone working on Sonic Rumble's community stuff sees this video, I do want to suggest for future contests, maybe give the winner the choice to have their name posted with the congratulatory post. It's tough because I do want artists to get credit, but the vitriol was absolutely insane to witness, and I don't think most people are gonna go into a contest expecting that to happen if they win. You know what I mean? So I do think giving artists the choice would be nice moving forward now that we know what community reactions for events like this can look like. Moving on, let's really get into the meat and potatoes, the actual game. On day 1, Sonic Rumble released to overwhelmingly negative reviews on Steam. But as I'm recording on day 2, this has gone up to mixed. The issue is a lot of early reviews were claiming the game was fully pay to win, and that paid skins gave you an edge over other players, which, to be clear, is not true. I've seen a lot of people saying that this is people spreading misinformation and acting in bad faith, and while I do think that is a chunk of it, I think we should acknowledge that a good amount of people got this impression from the game in the first place. What does that say about the way Sonic Rumble is designed? At least to me, that sounds like skins are being pushed in a way that's misleading. I can't blame people for thinking this when there's literally a multiplier that shows up when you unlock new skins in Chow, and in my opinion, it just isn't explained very well in-game. In fact, I'd say it's not really explained at all. Also, I apologize if my voice sounds like crap on this recording. I am having allergies right now. I honestly get the vibe they did this to incentivize buying skins, but this could also be considered misleading. And with the topic of buying skins in mind, I've gotta talk about skin pricing and the content creator program. If you're unaware, Sonic Rumble skins can go up to a whopping 60 USD. In many cases, you could buy Sonic Racing Crossworlds, a very high quality and complete game, for the price of 2 to 3 Sonic Rumble skins. These are not microtransactions anymore, I don't feel right calling them that. This is absolutely wild and very tone-deaf for the economic state we are in. Speaking personally, it was hard enough for me to have the money for Crossworlds, and that game was well worth it. Someone in a position like mine is probably never going to buy these skins. During my time playing Rumble before this recording, I only saw one person using an expensive paid skin out of dozens of lobbies, and I hope it stays that way. This is way too expensive. Plus, the game spams you with ads to buy different bundles even before the tutorial phase is properly over. There's at least 3 battle passes running, all with their own prices, and as much as I complained about how toxic the community was during the skin contest, it seems like the Sonic Rumble team doesn't want to treat its community that well either. It's like a toxic relationship. And this problem is so bad that I've seen multiple creators accepted into the creator program announce that they are not going to be sharing their creator codes because they don't want people to buy stuff from this game. And I gotta applaud those creators for taking a stand, since apparently people can get kicked out of the creator program within less than 24 hours of acceptance with zero explanation. I can't say for certain, but I won't be surprised if we see even more creators get kicked out of the program in the coming days for participating in this boycott and criticizing the game. On a final note before I round off this video, what do I think of Sonic Rumble? Why didn't I apply for the creator program? Where's my creator code? Well, I wanted to play the game first and see if I actually liked it. I never got to play any of the tests, so I had to wait for the full release. I didn't have my expectations super high, but I'm sorry if this disappoints anyone. I don't really care for Sonic Rumble. I don't think it's very fun. I wouldn't say it's a terrible game, it's more like there's nothing that hooks me on Rumble. Nothing that keeps me playing. It's a time waster at best. When dollar signs are flashed in front of you every 5 seconds, it's like you feel this fatigue creeping in. The overly aggressive advertising really pushed me away. It got so bad that it feels like this game has nothing to offer without me dumping way too much money into it. So I don't really want to join a creator program where I'm incentivized to not criticize a game that indulges in such aggressive and predatory microtransactions, and overall just isn't that fun. You have to understand that as a creator, these things are a two-way street. Think of it this way, people really frown at creators who are affiliated with gambling sites because it's seen as supporting them. I feel the same argument can be applied to Sonic Rumble. I just can't support the game's practices, and I feel like reputationally, it's kind of a bad look to be associated with Sonic Rumble right now. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I see creators in the creator program as anything less. They are just doing what they gotta do. I don't think they deserve hate for it, I more so just feel bad. And to be clear, I understand Sonic Rumble is just a Fall Guys clone. I never expected anything huge from it. But you know what I did expect? A respectable game I could feel proud to say I almost got a skin into. And with the current state of the game, unfortunately, I can't say that. Sonic Rumble, please do better. Anyway, thank you to my channel members, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.